Hey there, Pony fan. Welcome to another Friendship is Magic review. Today's episode is Pinkie Apple Pie. The episode begins with Twilight doing some genealogical research for some reason.
Preparing to purge the unworthy bloodlines from Ponyville, no doubt.
When Pinkie discovers that she is Applejack's father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate, and that makes Pinkie
Absolutely nothing.
no family. But the problem is, the one miniature footnote where the link between the Apple and Pie families is located is a bit smudged. So that means road trip to the one relative who might know if Pinkie is really the low-hanging fruit of the Apple family tree. Then, after a really nice song and dance number, the family's overburdened wagon collapses, thanks to Big Mac's overpacking. But with a little ingenuity and tree sap, they manage to make a raft out of the wagon parts. Then, after a side trip down a cave that's home to some incomprehensible terror from the days of old, probably Cthulhu, everyone's tempers are a bit frayed, but the family still wants to put its best hoof forward to welcome Pinkie. And somehow they manage to make it to the home of Cousin Golden Delicious without any major kinslaying incidents.
Well, that's a shame.
But it turns out that in addition to being a pack rat and a crazy cat lady, Golden Delicious isn't particularly helpful. But who cares whether or not they're actually related? Pinkie's an apple to the core. This episode is pretty good. Let's start with the setup. The whole family road trip idea is awesome. If you've ever been packed into a station wagon for a cross-country trip, you know just how quick happy nuclear families can go Chernobyl. And the Apple family's meltdown is well comically timed. Right after they finish their big song and dance number about how they love each other so huggy-muggy much. Then the episode goes from being a family vacation to more Huck Finn Tom Sawyer territory. In Pinkie Apple Pie, most of the action scenes take the form of Splash Mountain waterfall antics. Now, like you'd expect from a Pinkie Pie episode, the comedy is outstanding in this episode. The personalities of Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Big Mac, Apple Bloom, and Granny Smith have great comic interactions. The arguments in this episode are all kinds of hilarious. But that's just the beginning. The gags in Pinkie Apple Pie are the best in the season so far. There's Golden Delicious and her cats, there's a truly killer recurring gag involving an eagle, and I can't remember the last time I got so many laughs out of tree sap.
Except for that one time.
And as always, the comic over-the-top reactions are present and accounted for, but the comedy MVP award has to go to Miss Pinkamena Diana Pie. She's just so earnest and proud to be part of AJ's family, and willing to go to any lengths to overlook the less than flattering aspects of the apples. It's awesomely funny. Then there's that song. The past couple of musical numbers have been just okay, but this is the first one that I think really works. The tune is upbeat and energetic with that country fried feel you'd expect from the rootin' tootin' Apple family. The visuals that go along with the song are fun, and every pony gets a verse. Now let's talk about the less than impressive aspects of the episode. The ending is telegraphed as all hell, as well as a big cop-out, and it's done in such a lame way. The paperwork was too smudged to read.
Just one more advantage of going digital.
Yeah, until you get a virus or forget your password or something.
Also, for a road trip episode, we didn't really see anywhere new or interesting. It's just one big, boring forest. Then there's character development. Even though this is sort of a Pinkie episode, it's really an Applejack episode. She's the one who has to learn something and grow as a person and stuff. And that brings me to the lesson. It's a fact that families disagree and fight, but they always forgive each other, and that's a great message for this episode. Now let's break down the good and the bad in Pinkie Apple Pie. On the good side, this episode has an absolute ton of comedy in it. From the over-the-top clashes of personality to the horrible awkwardness of meeting unpleasant relatives. And Pinkie, of course. There's some nice action scenes as well as the best song in Season 4 to date, with a great message as the cherry on top. On the other hand, I hope you weren't expecting to see anything other than a forest on this road trip, because you'll be disappointed. And the final resolution to the problem is kinda lame. But these are small problems, so I give Pinkie Apple Pie 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching. I'm the Stupid Private.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.